Some Liberty Pines Academy students in St. Johns County will have a new way to get to school next year. Governor Ron DeSantis signed a bill deeming the sidewalk along 9B hazardous, requiring a school bus for the St. Johns Forest neighborhood. Our Zach Wilcox has covered this story, and he's joining us in our studio right now. So, Zach, parents in that neighborhood very vocal about this issue.
And Anthony, their calls for a bus have just grown with each crash that we've seen along that way. I figured I'd show you a couple of them here. We saw that the pedestrian bridge got hit at one point. Actually, a couple of different times the pedestrian bridge has been hit. There's one crash where a car rolled over in the median there. And with this new law, kids won't have to take that sidewalk, bringing some peace of mind for parents in St. Johns Forest.
The day bill drafting opened for us to enter a bill, this was my first bill I entered.
Florida State House Representative Kim Kendall wanted to make sure she got her hazardous walking conditions bill filed as soon as she could, so some Liberty Pines Academy families wouldn't have to go one more year without a school bus.
We never envisioned when the sidewalk finished and kicked in that contiguous 2-mile walk path would force young kids to have to be on the sidewalk and for all these cars flipping over on the sidewalk in their paths.
In the past 2.5 years, First Coast News covered cars crashing into the pedestrian bridge, a flipped semi on 9B, and a crash in the median of St. John's Parkway. Kendall took some of these images to lawmakers to prove her point.
No guardrails, there's no crossing guard.
State law only requires school districts to provide a bus to homes 2 miles or more from a school, meaning half of St. John's Forest doesn't get one. There are exceptions for hazardous road conditions, but until Kendall's bill, this sidewalk didn't meet those requirements. Her bill adds limited access facilities like 9B to the list. New St. Johns County Schools Superintendent Dr. Brennan Asplin says he's already read through the new law to determine the impact it'll have on the district.
Every year we go through that process to see what areas need busing, even though they didn't before. And we will be providing a bus for that particular area.
Kendall says she's not aware of any other districts in Northeast Florida that will be impacted by her new law, which takes effect July 1st.
I'm just one person. I don't do this without the help of so many of these parents that kept this alive.
All right, so St. Johns County Schools, the school board will meet this week, and the only item on that agenda is to iron out their transportation updates ahead of next year, like this one. Now, if you want to be there for that, you can see some of the information here. It's Tuesday morning at 9 o'clock at 40 Orange Street in St. Augustine. Zach Wilcox, First Coast News, on your side.